And welcome back to another episode of Pokemon Knowledge. On today's episode, we're just going to talk about how hard it is to find modern Pokemon products, whether it's, in person at retail or finding products online at MSRP because, shelves are bare, online stores are all sold out. So I'm just going to let you know some of the tactics that I've been using as of recently because, again, this market is constantly changing. So you could have went into a store a year ago and had plenty of, product on the shelves, and you could even check clearance racks and stuff and find stuff for discounts. That kind of has, gone by the wayside, and especially with the pandemic, that started in March of 2020, it's just become harder and harder and harder to find product. So what I'm going to do on this video is I'm going to let you know the stores that I've been going to, the success that I've had at those stores, and vice versa. We're also going to talk about, online retailers and, just a baseline for this video. I'm only going to talk about places that are, big box retailers or places that only charge MSRP. And the reason why is because obviously this is a super small channel. I'm not sponsored by anyone. And if you guys are going to be smart collectors and investors, you need to be able to pick up product at MSRP. If you were a secondary seller and you had a good relationship with distributors and stuff, yes, you can get a lot of product at cost, but I'm not familiar enough with that. And there are other YouTube channels out there that maybe could be more beneficial if you're looking to, buy directly from a distributor. But I'm just going to let you know what it's like as a day-to-day collector and finding product that way. And honestly, right now, the market is just broken. It's broken in so many ways. You have, scalpers that are coming out of the woodwork. I've never seen a demand for product like I have, recently, but it's also in a very, very small way been fun. Yes, it's extremely frustrating, and I want to slam my head against a brick wall sometimes going to, different stores and seeing the same shelves be bare day after day after day. But it's also been fun because I've had to force myself to expand, the reach of stores that I've gone to, start to understand, like product, stocking timelines, like really understanding what products are coming through at certain times. And so I'm just going to share some of that stuff with you guys. And it's probably not going to come as a surprise to many of you that the places you're going to have the most luck and the most success with are the big box retailers, because the relationships that they have with the distributors they're such strong relationships because, your Walmarts, Targets, Best Buys, Michaels, CVS, Walgreens, GameStop, these guys spend so much money every year on product from these distributors. They always get to go to the front of the line. That's why, they just always have product. And when I say always have product, they always have a constant rotation of product coming in and out. And out of the stores that I've just listed, I would definitely say probably the top two on that list is Target and Walmart. At Michael's, you're going to have to pay a premium on packs. CVS and Walgreens, most of the time, it's always like those check lane blisters. And for a single pack, yeah, you do get like a coin and a promo card with it. But for a check lane blister, it's like $5.99. And, that's pricey when you're only really looking to try to get packs for $4. So you're literally going to be paying 50% more for that pack. And yeah, if you're interested in the promo and the coin, hey, maybe that's worth $2 for you. But if you're going in the store and you want to buy 5 packs for that day, which 5 packs is not a lot when you go into a store, now you have to get 5 of the same promo cards. That could get frustrating. So your best bet to just find, you know, a wide variety of products is at Target and Walmart. Very recently, within, the last few months, I've definitely noticed that Target over Walmart has been the go-to spot. And Target constantly seems to have product and rotating in and out. Now, Walmart usually only has like a very small card section. It's usually at the front of the store, and it's with the Magic the Gathering, and sometimes they have Yu-Gi-Oh there. But Target, I've found, always has 2 locations to find Pokemon cards. Very rarely have I ever seen a Target where their cards are up front. Their cards are usually in back, where you would find like the TVs and video games and movies. But then also, Target always stocks Pokemon products in the toy section also. And I have 2 Targets near me. I have one Target that I passed coming home from work, and then I have one Target which I would consider closer to my house. It's just not in the same direction that I go to work. So I always stop at the one closer to my work. But always I will go into Target, and the main area for cards will always be sold out. I've had my greatest amount of luck going into the toy section and finding a lot of, especially individual 3-pack blisters. And I got very lucky recently. I found a couple ETBs. One of the Meowth V boxes was there. And, it's another weird thing too, because think just a few years back, or not a few months back, think about how many times you would pass over, certain V boxes, and V boxes come with 5 packs in it. And like the Meowth V box, I probably would have passed over that box. But now, looking at that box, it had 2 Cosmic Eclipse packs in it, 1 Unbroken Bonds, 1 Unified Minds, and 1 Evolutions pack in it. So those 5 packs in that box, I think it was $29. So yeah, you buy 5 packs, plus you're going to get, it's a VMAX box, so you get both the V Meowth and the VMAX Meowth. But those 5 packs, I'm like, man, just Evolutions alone, the packs don't really make sense to me. But then you have 2 Cosmic Eclipse, and those packs are creeping around $8 to $10 a piece. And then Unbroken Bonds is such a, sought after set. Unified Minds has recently got a reprint, and you can find the 3-pack boxes for Unified Minds. And I'll try to throw up a photo of these, but I don't know if they're a Walmart exclusive or not, but they've been in Walmart a lot lately. And lately, I mean like within the last 2 days. But I would definitely try to keep an eye out for those, because, Unified Minds is a great set, especially with the Mewtwo tag team. If you can get lucky and pull that card, you're talking serious dollars. But like, that's just very recent. Then probably the number 3 store, which I have the most success at, is GameStop. And GameStop is very good for just having individual blister packs. So, 1 card blisters, no promo card, no coin, just the packs themselves. And, $3.99 a pack. Recently, I've seen a few things at GameStop. I've seen Sword and Shield base, Rebel Clash, Darkness Ablaze, and Guardians Rising from Sun and Moon. And this is very recently, within the last 2 weeks. And you guys got to remember that when product comes through, it comes through in different waves. So you might see a lot of product in different stores that's all the same stuff. And yeah, it can be a little frustrating sometimes, because Sword and Shield base set, why it's a nice set. It's not like the most exciting. And then especially Rebel Clash is not super exciting. Darkness Ablaze is nice, but it really only has the Charizard in there. And then yeah, Vivid Voltage is a fun set and extremely fun to open, but the part of the wave we're at right now, I just haven't seen much in the way of Vivid Voltage on shelves. So that could be a little frustrating. And then the last store is probably Barnes& and Nobles. And Barnes& and Nobles, I've found not every Barnes& and Nobles carries Pokemon cards. Maybe you're lucky and the Barnes& and Nobles close to your house does sell Pokemon. I know of only like one within a 20-mile radius that sells them, and then all the rest don't. And I've had luck going in there, but it's always just like very spotty at best. And it's a lot of like, specialty boxes, which, yeah, we've all had to start buying them now, but that's all they usually carry. Now, for online, it's almost the same. And, keep in mind when I'm telling you guys the stuff from the video, this is just like the stores I go to and coming from my personal experience. I'm sure there's a million different stores out there that you guys go to on a daily basis or a weekly basis. So if there are stores that I'm missing and you're like, yeah, I think you are really not paying attention to a certain store, write a comment down below. Or if you know of some great websites that maybe I'm not about to mention, put that down below too. But the major websites that I found have product, just today, for this video, I was like, hey, let me go on and look. And Target always seems to be the number one online retailer to get product at MSRP. And I'm going to put up, some photos of some of the stuff that was there, a couple boxes, some pin box collections, and then they had 3-pack blisters, and at the time of this video was Darkness Ablaze, and I ordered 3 of the 3-pack blisters just because I wanted to make sure that it was what it said, and I bought 3 because you get free shipping at $35. So, am I going to get super excited over 3-pack blisters of Darkness Ablaze? No, I'm not. But you also have to remember that these websites, just like the stores, the products that they're offering on different days is constantly rotating out, constantly changing. So if you're really going to pay attention, you have to check these websites daily and find out what products come in, And then another website I use for pre-orders, or booster boxes is GameStop. And GameStop is one of the few online retailers where you can pick up booster boxes at MSRP. And yeah, right now everything's sold out because the market's crazy. But in the past, that's always been, the go-to for booster boxes. And especially if you have a GameStop very close to your house, just go in, talk to the guy behind the counter, just let him know that you want to pre-order a booster box. And assuming that you go in at the right time, you can just pre-order right then and there and just pick up in store. And that's worked out tons of times in the past for me. And before this entire craze was where I used to get all my pre-orders from. And I think more people are figuring that out, so it's getting harder and harder. But definitely just walk in, and if you don't have a relationship with like the GameStop owner or manager, it's nice to start to talk to that guy and become friendly with them, because they are going to let you know when product comes in. And I've gotten so lucky that they've taken some packs for me and like put it in their main drawer. So when I got there, they're like, hey, I put these aside just for you. And I'm always very thankful for that happens. It's never a lot. It's always a couple packs. But it is nice, to have that kind of relationship. GameStop almost feels like a LGS in a way. And if you guys don't know what LGS is, that's just your local game store, or comic book shop, or however you want to, call that store. The only problem is, just because this video I'm talking about getting product at MSRP, I'm leaving those out. But if you are okay with supporting your local business and paying a little bit over, LGS is also a great option. And normally their product, they usually have product like almost all the time. But again, for this video, we're talking about MSRP. And to go back to the websites, Target is definitely a good one. And I showed, the video. Walmart, the only problem I have with Walmart buying online is a lot of their listings are for like third-party companies. So you'll click on, say, a Vivid Voltage ETB, expecting to see it at $39.99 MSRP, and however their website is built, it's going to automatically send you to some third-party vendor who's charging $59.99 for that same ETB. And it's just frustrating because you're like, no, that's not what I clicked on. That's not what I want. And that's definitely not the price I want to pay. So that's the frustration with like Walmart. Now, Best Buy sometimes has really cool sales. Like I'm going to show, this is the day of recording the video. You're going to see Sun and Moon base set booster packs on Best Buy for 80 cents off. So, you know, what is that? A little over $3 a pack. That's a great price. Like, you know, don't stub your nose at $3 packs. I don't really care what the set is at $3. Like that's a good deal. And Best Buy, again, they have a lot of their products sold out and it's constantly changing. So you just got to keep an eye on it. And yeah, right now, the one pack that's on sale is Sun and Moon base set, but just know that that's there. And then GameStop, as I mentioned, you know, you can do your pre-orders there and get booster boxes. Then, you know, the worst place you could really go to right now is eBay, because you're going to just pay whatever the going market rate is for that pack or that box or, you know, that collection. And that's what it is. That's why when it comes to talking about buying stuff at MSRP, I say stay away from eBay. But I do understand that sometimes you don't want to wait, and you don't want to wait for the different waves of cards to come through. Like, trust me, I get it. You go into Best Buy or you go into Target and you see the same 3-pack blister of Rebel Clash for, you know, the third week in a row. It's very frustrating. And I understand like why people are drawn to, you know, the third party. And don't get me wrong, like we've all done it. We've all maybe spent a little bit extra on packs here and there just because we wanted them now, right? But anyways, guys, I hope maybe you took a little bit out of this video. Maybe this was all stuff you already know. But let me know down in the comments, like, you know, how have you guys been doing finding product at MSRP? Are you finding all the same frustrations as me? Or have you been pretty lucky? And, you know, I don't know what other regions are like besides obviously the region I live in. So maybe in some of the regions you guys live in, it's the opposite, where Target never has product, but Walmart always does. Or, you know, maybe your Barnes & Noble does have tons of product. And a really quick note too is, yeah, Pokemon Center, you can get product at MSRP, but until Pokemon Center can get their act together and make a easier filter option where you can just see what is either A, sold out, or B, unavailable, yeah, they always have different products come in and out at MSRP, but it's just so frustrating to use that website. So that's why I didn't really talk about it much, but you know, if you have the patience and you can just click on a bunch of different items on, you know, Pokemon Center, yeah, you probably could find stuff there at MSRP too. And their inventory is constantly changing. But other than that, guys, if you made it this far in the video, you are absolutely awesome. I appreciate all the support. Please like, please subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next video.